What's going on, everyone? What a day for the Los Angeles Lakers yesterday. We brought back one of the fan favorites for the Lakers in Rui Hachimura, and then we signed three quality rotation guys. One great project guy in Cam Reddish, a guy that I really do believe can make an impact. I'm really high on Cam Reddish, and we'll do the player breakdowns and all that stuff. I want to kind of wait to see how the rest of the roster shapes up and where we're at roster-wise, and then we'll start breaking down the players individually. But Cam Reddish, I am so high on. Gabe Vincent, I think, is a great acquisition. He's our Dennis Schroeder replacement. He's a guy that I think will be a little more consistent. And then Taurean Prince, just a sizable wing, 3-and-D, that's what we needed, right? Guys that can defend the perimeter, guys that can knock down the three ball. Lakers should hopefully be better from three-point range. You got a guy in Prince that you can't leave wide open in the corner. He shot 40% in corner threes, where Jared Vanderbilt, right, he was rough. He was like 30%, 32%. So huge difference, and you still get that defense. You can also play Vanderbilt with Prince and just have that point of attack that's just brilliant. Lakers had themselves a brilliant day. Rob Pelinka absolutely deserves his flowers. But we're in day two. And going forward, we still need a couple things. We still need a couple pieces. Now, don't expect a huge day today or the next few days, right? I mean, maybe it'd be nice if the Lakers just wrapped up the rest of the roster, signed Austin Reeves, D'Lo, went and got a center, all that stuff, and we'd be golden. But most likely, after day one and teams make big pushes like this, it usually starts to wind down. It usually starts to cool down a little bit. So that is something to expect going forward, right? But look, we got the wing depth, which is what the Lakers really need, right? We had Jared Vanderbilt, we had Rui Hachimura, we had LeBron James, which was great, but we needed more. We saw that in the Denver series. We were bigger than Memphis. We were bigger than the Warriors. That really helped. But then we faced a team that had size that matched and size that was bigger, and it became a real problem, right? All of our players were guards, essentially, where you had Denver, who they had nothing but big guys, and their guards were bigger and all of that. Well, now we got multiple comparable guys. Jared Vanderbilt's been working on a spot up corner three, which is great. Hopefully he can get to at least a respect. He doesn't have to be lights out. Just get to a respectable percentage, right? Can he just get to league average, right? 35, 36% from three. If he can just get to league average, then teams are going to have to respect him. And with his defense and his ability to shoot the three ball, that would just be terrifying, right? But now you look at the Lakers and you're like, man, they're big. You got Jared Vanderbilt, you got Rui Hachimura, got LeBron James still. You got Taurean Prince, who can play the 2, 3, or 4. You got, even our guards are big. Like, our smallest guard now is Gabe Vincent, who's 6'3", 200 pounds. So he's got good size. Even Shafino is like 6'6", right? You got Austin Reeves at 6'5", D'Lo at 6'5". All of these guys, like, front to back, we are a much bigger, versatile team. We got multiple defenders. We can put a defensive unit out there if we wanted to, right? You could run a lineup of like Gabe Vincent, Taurean Prince, Jared Vanderbilt, Anthony Davis, and then like Rui Hachimura or something like that, right? That is great. Gives you a ton of size, ton of switchability, ton of defense. Like, the Lakers are going to be very good and very deep. And the Lakers really needed this added size. We needed guys that could defend the perimeter and stay in front of guys. Jamal Murray killed us. And you had Jared Vanderbilt, but it was like, he's great defensively, but he's such a liability on the offensive end. And so it kind of forced us to take him off the floor, right? Well, now you got a guy in Taurean Prince who's 6'7" that can defend and keep up with Murray. You got a Gabe Vincent who, yes, he's a little smaller than Murray, but he's got good size at 200 pounds, 6'3", he's a little bigger, a little longer, right? Rather than Dennis Schroeder, who's 6 foot, 6'1", who just was getting bullied and pushed around, right? Gabe Vincent isn't going to get as bullied and pushed around. If Murray, when he's playing the way that he played against the Lakers, not much you can do, but at least you can try to wear him down. You could throw bodies at him. You can make things difficult, more difficult than the Lakers were able to. So I absolutely love these acquisitions, especially, you have other teams you got to worry about, right? Think of the Phoenix Suns. You got to match up to Devin Booker and Bradley Beal and Kevin Durant. Like, that's a lot of firepower, right? Well, now you got Jared Vanderbilt. You could throw him on Kevin Durant. You got Taurean Prince. You could throw him on Devin Booker, right? You got Austin Reeves and Gabe Vincent and all these guys that you can now throw on Bradley Beal. So it gives the Lakers so much versatility, so much flexibility, so much switchability. Like, I really like what the Lakers were able to do and pick up in the perimeter sense. And again, if Vanderbilt can work on his 3-point shot, that would be massive. That would be huge. Our guard play is pretty much locked up as well. We're just waiting on the Austin Reeves re-signing, which, don't worry about it. Austin Reeves isn't going anywhere. And then D'Lo, the Lakers are very likely going to re-sign D'Lo. Based on the reports, they're looking at 2 years, $40 million. It's probably what happens with D'Lo. You got now D'Lo, Gabe Vincent, Austin Reeves. Like I said, Taurean Prince could play the two. You have Lewis, who could play the two. You got Shafino, who could play the two. Like, the Lakers have plenty of guard depth. They have tons of guys that can just rotate and switch. LeBron James can always be a plug-and-play point guard at any point if you need him to. So the Lakers at the guard position is fine, right? You got your 3 core guys, and D'Lo, Austin Reeves, and Gabe Vincent. All 3 guys can play together, right? So if you are playing a smaller team and you need to go with that 3-guard lineup, you can do that, right? I see so many people that are like 3-guard lineup. Every team in the league plays 3-guard lineups, all of them. I mean, even Denver played 3-guard lineups. They had times where they had Bruce Brown, Jamal Murray, and Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, right, on the court. When they went small, right, with a lot of times when Jokic was out, they would have Aaron Gordon at the 5, and then would have like Brown, KCP, and Murray. Like, all teams do it, right? But it's the fit, the versatility, right? The problem was you had like Dennis Schroeder, who can't really shoot and is undersized. You have D'Lo, who he just couldn't shoot the ball that series, but also he can't really defend. You had Austin Reeves, who was trying to do everything he could. Well, now you got Gabe Vincent, who can, step up and plays better in the playoffs, but has more size and can defend, right? He could switch on a Jamal Murray, but also a KCP, right? And not get blown by or just get played off the court by both of them. You can run D'Lo and Vincent. You could run D'Lo and Reeves. You could run Reeves and Vincent. Like, that is good to have. And then a guy in Shafino who's 6'6", 215 pounds, something like that. Good size, good length. He's got like a 7-foot wingspan. He's strong. He's not going to get bumped. Like, that's what the Lakers need. Lakers got good, sizable guards. Again, our smallest guard is Gabe Vincent, who's 6'3", right? Like, that's good. That's a good thing to have. So Lakers, even beyond the perimeter guys, got good size at the guard position. And you need guards still. Like, I see so many people that are like, oh, why do we need another guard? Like, even when we signed Vincent, it's like, why we got guards already? It's like, no, you still need guards, right? Like, Jamal Murray is still a guard, right? Brown was still a guard. KCP was still a guard. Like, they're still 6'5", so it's not like Denver was running a bunch of 6'8" guys, right? I mean, they had guys that were, you got guys like Michael Porter Jr., who's 6'10", but how many guys have a 6'10" small forward? Not very many, right? Like, the Suns, Lauri Markkanen with the Jazz plays the 3 a lot, but usually most 3s in the league are like anywhere from 6'6" to 6'8". I mean, a lot of power forwards in the league nowadays are like 6'6". So it's not, you need good versatility. Lakers got that at the forward position, at the guard position. Center, that's it, right? That's what we need as a center. Whether it's Plumlee or maybe you get lucky and you can convince Christian Wood, although I would like a more sizable guy like a Plumlee. right? Somebody that's got good size that can bang with Jokic. The way the Lakers beat Denver in 2020 was they just threw bodies at Jokic and wore him down, right? JaVale McGee, Dwight Howard, Anthony Davis. Like, it's just Jokic is one guy, and he has to bang with three guys that are constantly coming in and rotating and fresh. You got JaVale McGee banging with him for 10 minutes. And then he goes to the bench, and you got a fresh, healthy, ready to go Dwight Howard, and he's banging with him, and he's physical, and he's wearing him down. And then he goes and sits down, and then you got Anthony Davis, who's fresh and ready. And Jokic is one guy who now is having to fight through 3-4 guys, right? That's the big difference. So I'd like to get a Plumlee. I wouldn't even mind, like, can we get a Jackson Hayes on a flyer, right? On a hey, prove it deal, right? Look at what Malik Monk did. Look at what Lonnie Walker did. Look at what these guys did, where they were just in the wrong situation and were able to come here and it's the spotlight. And your big selling point is like, look, you're gonna get a lot of playing time because you're the only other center next to Anthony Davis. You can play with AD. AD's gonna miss 30 plus games a year at least. So you're going to get a lot of time to start, right? Like all of these things are selling points. And then I really think that Colin Castleton, I really think he is going to end up, I think he's going to end up making the roster. I think he's really good. 6'11", he's like 240. Just really solid. Kind of a John Collins. I actually think he has potential to be like a Marc Gasol, because his ability to pass the ball, his shot blocking, got some athleticism. Like I think I'm really high on Colin Castleton. But that's it. That's really all the Lakers need left. The Lakers have plenty of wing depth now. They have plenty of guard play. They have their two stars. You just need a center. Go get a center. Go get a Plumlee or something like that. And all of a sudden, the Lakers are off to the races. All of a sudden, the Lakers are, again, the deepest team in the league. I mean, seriously, you get a Plumlee, right? Like, let's say we get Plumlee. Like, we are legit 10 guys deep, and that's not even counting the young bucks. Not even counting Max Christie, Shafino, Lewis. If those guys really are ready to go, which is why the Lakers drafted them as guys that could help now, all of a sudden it's like, man, this team is 14, 15 guys deep, right? Like that's where the Lakers want to be. So anyway, as always, this is a discussion, so I pass the question on you. Let me know your thoughts and opinions down in the comments below. What did you think of day one? Are you excited for day two? Hopefully they do something. It'd be nice just to keep the excitement going. Even if we just like re-sign D'Lo or something like that, at least get some news. That would be nice. But anyway, love to hear your thoughts and opinions. However you feel, let me know down in the comments below.